Today, I'm going to show you an easy trade on Bitcoin and CoinW. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in a 5x5 joined with Mr. M, Mr. Maurizio. How are you doing today?
Hey, DaVinci. Always happy to be here. I'm doing great. Looking forward to this video. It's going to be awesome, as always.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. We are going to show you a nice trade to make on Bitcoin so that you could participate in the upswing and get more than you would if you just did a spot buy without taking massive amounts of risk. So this is not for DJs.
I like that.
If you're looking to make millions in one specific trade, this is not the one for you. But we will be showing you how to, increase your earnings potential with Bitcoin pump in this bull market that's going to be starting right now, effectively moving up all the way into 2025. So you want to be a part of that. And we're going to show you how to be a part of that. And one of the ways to be a part of that is to just head over to coinw.davincij15.com and sign up. Then once you do, you sign up for the Telegram group or at coinw.telegram.davincij15.com. All right. Before we get on to the trade, I want to highlight a few tweets that we saw. This was a good one, right?
Yeah, it was good indeed. Andrew Tate going 100 million into BTC, leaving the banking system. I loved your reply to that.
Yeah, I had to reply to that. And I was there a long time ago. Where you been, man? Where you been? Oh, man. I had a frustrating day today. I tried every single credit card on a, web hosting site. And I have lots of credit cards. And not one of them worked because their payment system is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Bitcoin payment system ever go down?
Nope.
No, it does not. Right? So in a frustration, right, I said, because I need to pay this, right? And I said, listen, I can't deal with this. I need to find another hosting site that accepts payment in Bitcoin or, some sort of crypto where I don't have to worry about whether or not somebody else is blocking my money. I don't know if it's them. I don't know if it's my bank. I don't know. I don't know Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Isn't that crazy? Once you're plugged in into the Bitcoin kind of way of living, when someone is trying to give you even cash or they want to give you money, it's like, it's a headache. Once you are used to certain methodologies of working and storing your wealth, when someone wants to give you cash or fiat, it's like, I don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah, and it is a scam. The banking system is a scam. Half the time when you try to swipe your credit card, they say, oh, blocked. And you're like, why? We just want to make sure it's you. But really, in effect, most of the times when they're doing that, it's because they don't have the money. And it's like, nope, we don't want to give it to you, right? And yeah, you could say, well, the credit cards, they should just create the money out of nothing. And some credit card systems, they do create the money out of nothing. But, if you're one of those people who pay off your credit cards at the end of the month, they know that, then they make your life difficult.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, but that's how it works because they don't want to lose that money.
Yeah, and I like I like this tweet because first of all, I like Andrew Tate, but then he said, "Then I'm going boating." It's funny, boating accident.
If you guys don't know, do you know what happens if the government comes to you and says, "Okay, where's all your Bitcoin?"
Boating accident. What Bitcoin?
Shit. I put it all on my ledger. And it's just like,
gone.
There was an accident and it was just gone.
Yeah. Actually, if you find it, can you please help me and give it to me?
Damn. Yeah, exactly.
So that was funny. Yeah.
You just, the government resources are pretty vast. So you could just, go through and dredge up the lake and see if you can find it for me.
10%. We give it 10%.
It's there.
Amazing.
Ah, damn. All right. Well, that takes us to this chart here, which you're in the green zone, so don't waste it. So you're looking at this chart and it's saying, these were peaks, right? Whenever we hit the top of the green zone, that was an indication that Bitcoin has reached a top and pattern and was about to reverse, right? And yeah, you can see that worked most of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much all the time, right?
Yeah.
For all the tops. So is that maybe this one? Maybe, I don't know if you want to count that as a second top, but whatever. And here we are, right? Heading up to another top pattern, which will probably occur well over the $100,000 mark. And so you want to participate in this next bull run, right? And yeah, there are buying Bitcoin is a risk in itself, but putting money onto a cryptocurrency exchange is a risk in itself. But if you're willing to take all of these risks, right, you can take a risk, place your money on CoinW, and then, take a long, right, 3x long, right, from here. Now, here's the cool thing about doing a 3x long, right? One, you triple the amount of money that you put in, right? So, for this Bitcoin run. So what you could do is save dollar cost as save some cash to putting into Bitcoin if there's any price retracements, right, from here. And so even at a 33, it'd have to drop 33% before you get liquidated.
That's a nice trade setup there. Mm-hmm.
Right. So, and this is a little bit too high right there. We go. So you're talking the 43,000. So this way, and you're like, well, I don't want to get liquidated. And that's why you're saving some cash, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can save some cash so that when it gets down to 52 and you're freaking out, right? Let's just say it gets to 52. And you're like, oh my God, what did I do? Well, that's where you deposit the cash here into CoinW, and you add that amount. And so that means that your liquidation mark is well into the $30,000 and the $35,000 mark after that. And so you're always going to have yourself a buffer so that you're not going to get taken out of this ride in this way, right? So there you go. That's the plan for non-degens, right? Is to, go long here for an extended period of time, right? You hold your long, and then you take out, you cash out, slowly start cashing out approximately around 100,000 or more, like 109, I think would be the key area that you want to take, at least your initial deposit out, and, maybe even convert it directly into Bitcoin and save that away, or, take it as dollars and spend it or whatever. So whatever you want to do, and that's totally up to you. But you'll see, you can let's do a limit order on this, because you know what, we want to get a better price, and this is a consolidation time when we are looking at this particular chart.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to buy the tops here, and this is not going to just all of a sudden explode higher, even though it looked like it was it's going higher. No, this isn't how it works. So we're going to move our price entry target a little bit lower, just above this last level here, and just above in the between. So let's just say, because that just guarantees an entry, at least, right? That's all we want, is a guaranteed entry. So we could even say the this moving average, which is, let's see what it is. What is this moving average? It is the 9 moving average. Yeah, so it's the odds of this actually coming up to this is very high. So, so there it is. What is it? The moving average is at 66. 20. You know what? It's better if we come all the way back down below it, because it is going to go lower than that. So let's go for $65,900.
Okay, Jesus.
Nice. $65,900. There we go. $900 is the price that we're going to buy it at. So I'm gonna take 1,000 and just keep the rest. Hit buy. There you go.
Boom.
3x. Right.
I have a question
There
for
it
you.
is.
I have a question for you, Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Will you also move your stop loss higher when, let's say, the price goes to 80,000? Would you then raise your stop loss, or would you leave it down where it is now?
Yes, that's a good question. If prices continue, if we get in our entry and then prices continue to go higher and blast higher and higher, gets to like, 80,000, 90,000, right? We'll assess obviously the charts and then decide, hey, based on where we are and when we are, it doesn't make sense for Bitcoin to come all the way back down to, where I entered. So I'm going to move my stop loss just above that. And that's how you do it.
Nice. So basically you go up with the price, and if the price suddenly drops, you have made profit anyway because you're higher than
Exactly.
when you entered.
Exactly. So we avoid any kind of there's a black swan event, right? Stock market collapses along the way, and then boom, Bitcoin gets taken out with it, right? So that's what you want to avoid, right? So yeah,
Nice.
you'd move the stop losses up eventually, and start ensuring that you don't turn a winning trade into a losing one.
Yep. Beautiful.
So that's the trade, guys, right? That you can make. You can start by depositing even just $100, right, and making this trade, and you do that every weekend, right? Every weekend you put in $100, right? You wait for a good opportunity, right, to buy just a 3x leverage that's not going to hurt you, right?
Yep.
And that's another way. Or you take half of that $100, right? So that you leave another half just in case they give you in, so you could find a better position to buy in. And that's another option that you could take. These are perfect ways to actually trade the market without having to take massive, massive risks.
Exactly. And without being a degen, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And
then you'll make a little bit more money than you expected just by buying, spot market. So, of course, please understand there are risks involved, right? There's a chance that Bitcoin does an outside move. That's low. It's a low probability, but that's what you're betting against. Also, you're risking yourself on the exchange, right? We just don't know if that exchange will continue on into the future. But hey, I trust that it will, right? But anything can happen. That's the only thing. You have to understand that when people are involved. It's easier to, if you have more safety, of course, right? If you don't take any risks.
I agree. And I would probably say, I don't know if you agree with me, but I would probably say on top, if you decide your budget is $100 a month, take some of that budget and don't trade, just buy Bitcoin and hodl, right? Just don't do anything. I would split the budget in between the holding station and the trading station, because those are two separate things. Sometimes I speak to people and they just go all into trading, for example. They lose the trade and they don't have anything they hold, right? So I would encourage, financial advice to just decide how much you want to trade with and how much you want to own, right? And separate those two into different buckets. Would you agree as well?
I agree 100%. That is something that people don't understand they need to do. Trading is a totally different animal to just investing and buying and holding. It is risking and gambling your wealth a little bit. And you can say, well, it's not gambling, that you're providing liquidity, but you're basically speculating in the market what's going to happen in order to increase your wealth. And that's that is effectively taking a chance, everything's a gamble, of course, right? Don't just holding dollars is a gamble, right? Holding Bitcoin is a gamble. Holding nothing is a gamble, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Right? It's just how much you are which gamble you're willing to take, right? And what you're comfortable with at the end of the day. If you're comfortable with taking a specific type of gamble, that's all totally up to you. And you need to go and decide what you're most comfortable with and take that gamble. And if it's holding dollars, then yeah, go ahead, hold dollars. I won't recommend that, but
Good luck. But
yeah, good luck with that.
yeah,
But if that's what you're comfortable with, that's what you're comfortable. Okay.
exactly. Well said.
Well, yeah. Well, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Hope you learned something. Hope you gained some value from this show. This is why we're doing it. And we'll see you guys next week. Cheers.
Thank you, Da Vinci. Thank you, guys.